So what is your plan to keep large depositors from moving their funds out of community banks into the big banks? We have seen the mergers of banks over the past decade. I'm concerned you're about to accelerate that by encouraging anyone who has a large deposit in a community bank to say...
Thank you. Yes, this is such an important topic, interoperability, both in the domestic case, so bringing together your banks and your banking system, but also internationally as well. And so, Governor Yaron, I want to turn to you to discuss interoperability briefly.
We had a classic bank run starting. We stopped it. Today, we had behavior from counterparties to Credit Suisse. We've had the Swiss National Bank take action.
And there are some things taking place in relation to this currency right now. I do not know what the currency is. I was not told that. I was merely told that there is going to be a global currency reset with all currencies.
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
If you got a bag, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more 1 o'clock news. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra. Bullishness. Shout out to the latest sub. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, stuffing some bags. Go ahead, throw on those moon suits, and those pilot shades. Buckle up. Let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 1.17 trillion, up about 4.2% in the past 24 hours. We got XRP here in that number 6 spot, right around 37 cents, up 2.2 in the past 24. Stellar XLM right around 8.5 cents. We got BTC 26,381, ETH right around 17 hundo. We got Flare Networks here in the number 126 spot, right around 3 cents, up 0.8 in the past 24. We got Songbird 0.008, down about 1% in the past 24. Before we get started in today's video, don't forget to claim your Flare drop. Check out portal.flare.network and claim your first drop. Flare drop 0.01 is now live. 676 million Flare can now be claimed by wallets holding Rat Flare. This is the first of 36 monthly Flare drops. In total, across all drops, 24.2 billion Flare. All you got to do is go to portal.flare.networks, connect your wallet, and go ahead and claim your Flare drop distribution, and then get ready for the next drop. Series of 36 monthly Flare drops totaling 24.2 billion Flare can be claimed by active Flare community members who have wrapped their Flare tokens. And we got the dates right here. First one is today, 17th of March. Next one coming up is April 16th, 2023. Meanwhile, banks are failing, Ripple's still hiring, solve real world challenges by building tech that harnesses the power of crypto, superior technologies. We got staff software engineer, senior manager engineer, director of security, engineering, and operations. XRP, the 6th largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, might stand to gain from South Korea's incoming regulatory clarity. South Korea is gearing up to provide more regulatory clarity for crypto this year. Ripple's APAC policy director discusses how policymakers can strike a balance between consumer protection, fostering innovation in the sector. All roads lead to the bridge. John Deaton says this clip may be the best single advertisement for buying XRP, the king of utility.
Start with some of the banking issues we're dealing with on it. Will the deposits in every community bank in Oklahoma, regardless of their size, be fully insured now? Are they fully recovered? Every bank, every community bank in Oklahoma, regardless of the size of the deposit, will they get the same treatment that SVB just got or Signature Bank just got?
A bank only gets that treatment if a majority of the FDIC board, a supermajority of the Fed board, and I, in consultation with the president, determine that the failure to protect uninsured depositors would create systemic risk and significant economic and financial consequences.
So what is your plan?
Made that determination.
Right. So what is your plan to keep large depositors from moving their funds out of community banks into the big banks? We have seen the mergers of banks over the past decade. I'm concerned you're about to accelerate that by encouraging anyone who has a large deposit in a community bank to say, we're not going to make you whole, but if you go to one of our preferred banks, we will make you whole at that point.
Look, I mean, that's certainly not something that we're encouraging.
That is happening right now.
That is happening because depositors are concerned about the bank failures that have happened and whether or not other banks could also
No,
fail.
it's happening
And
because you're
it's-
fully insured no matter what the amount is. If you're in a big bank, you're not fully insured if you're in a community bank.
Well, you're not fully insured. And
You
the big-
were at Signature, and
the
it just barely met that threshold. You were at Signature.
Well, we felt that there was a serious
BYOB, be your own bank. Know what you hold. Stuart Alderati, government action that has the consequence of depriving legitimate businesses the rights to bank accounts is a violation of constitutional due process. Community Financial Services Association of America versus FDIC. CoinDesk, prospective buyers of Signature Bank will purportedly have to agree to drop all crypto business at the bank. They don't want you with those big utility bags. 801 XRP, Governor of Bank of Israel, Professor Amir Yarin, on the project Icebreaker, they speak about interoperability.
Thank you. Yes, this is such an important topic, interoperability, both in the domestic case, so bringing together your banks and your banking system, but also internationally as well. And so, Governor Yaron, I want to turn to you to discuss interoperability briefly. There's a risk of further fragmenting our payment systems if central banks operate in isolation instead of contributing to a shared foundation of knowledge. And a major issue that requires cooperation is shared standards for interoperability. And as Governor Bellarde indicated, this is an important role for the central bank to play in setting these shared standards. Now, you've engaged in Project Icebreaker, which is a collaboration with Norway and Sweden. And this aims to test near-instant retail CBDC. So we can divide CBDC into retail, which is available to the general public, and wholesale, which is more for financial institutions, but across borders. So retail across borders. So can you share a little bit about what has been learned here and what are some of the challenges when you try to address interoperability between countries?
First of all, thank you, Nia, for having me here. Maybe before I say something about Icebreaker, I think we're all realizing we're in the midst of a technological revolution in the payment system. And if payments used to be sort of more plumbing, they're affecting the IO structure of financial services and monetary policy. And that's why central banks are there. We are seeing it: faster payments, smart contracts, e-money, crypto assets, stable coins, and CBDC, as you mentioned, is sort of a public good that can be both complementary but can also, to these things, but can also, in some circumstances, crowd out some of these things. Some of the advantages have been mentioned: advanced and safe alternatives to existing means of payments, ensure the adjustments of payment system to the needs of the digital economy. CBDC could be the gateway to stablecoin, which is the gateway to, instead of stablecoin, between the new digital economy and the standard economy, and cheap cross-border, which is where your question comes back.
XRP. First, we had the Internet of Information. Now, welcome to the Internet of Value. XRP, the interoperable one. Paymore 21, the biggest holders of the U.S. treasuries are Japan and China. If you're a China, what would you do with your enormous position in treasuries? Keep them. U.S. is broke, debt limit, SVB, etc. The long-awaited ISO 20022 implementation weekend is finally here for many of us. After years of hard work, it's amazing to see our efforts come to life. Wishing all of you around the world the best of luck. ISO 20022 Payment Standard Evaluation Group. Tim R614, Jay Clayton weighs in on the DOJ and SEC's investigation to the SVB collapse.
Morgan, let me just go to my last bucket, which is what do we do today about where our markets are? And I think what we've had over the last 72, 96 hours, however you want to put it, is a bit of a lesson in behavioral economics. Behavioral economics is ruling the day at the moment. We had a classic bank run starting. We stopped it. Today, we had behavior from counterparties to Credit Suisse. We've had the Swiss National Bank take action. What we need to be looking at is what is happening in terms of people making significant de-risking or dash-to-cash type moves that are destabilizing, and how do we address those? And that's the thing where we should be focusing our regulatory energy of the moment, because continued stability.
Get those jumpsuits. Get those jail cells ready. John Dean says they're starting to panic. We will hear crypto ban more and more as each week passes. The banking crisis should mean a crypto ban. Influential EU lawmaker. On crypto, make your guess. The U.S. as a reserve currency is over. Those who have joined the dots can have an idea and note it will be pegged to gold. Enjoy the upcoming weekend. Global currency reset.
startling, but this is treason of the highest form that probably has ever taken place in the history of the world. America has enjoyed the position of being the reserve currency of the world as long as you and I can remember. And I'm not a young fellow, but it's been that way all of my life. Yet, what are you going to see take place? A complete change as we know it today. One of these 204 currencies will be chosen as the reserve currency of the world. And there are some things taking place, in relation to this currency right now. I do not know what the currency is. I was not told that. I was merely told that there is going to be a global currency reset with all currencies, but only 204 have agreed to keep their currencies within 5% of each other. The dollar will not be used, and the reserve currency that they will choose out of this 204, whichever one they decide to choose, or maybe another one that they'll decide to choose, and these other countries balance with it. The currency that they do decide that will be the future reserve currency of the world will be backed by gold.
The train's being derailed, banks are collapsing. Who's going to fix the rails, payment rails? XRP. James Jewell, XRP says, what lawsuit? Ripple partners with the Blockchain Founders Fund to accelerate Web3 adoption. All roads lead to the bridge. James K. Farline, SS Friedman slams Senator Warren saying, we deserve more from our elected officials than clickbait headlines that don't nearly begin to tell the full story. A good reminder that saying something over and over that's false doesn't make it magically true. The USG didn't step in to save crypto, and the decision to protect depositors affected a diverse group of businesses and individuals, of which crypto was one part. Joe Cat says, what's red and bad for your teeth? A brick. Persevere. Know what you hold. XRP. Hidden in plain sight. xSpectar says, cool to see projects buy a parcel in the xSpectarverse, and we love to see what they want to build in our virtual world. Ripple grant winner ripplenews is another project full of cool ideas that has secured a parcel. Welcome aboard. See you inside xSpectar metaverse. Also, the bronze parcel is the easiest way to dip your toes into xSpectar land ownership. Get one in the pre-sale for only 167 XRP. Check out xSpectar.com/land-sales. Digital asset investor, the narrative that Bitcoin and Ethereum are somehow superior has been manufactured, paid for, lie, and everything Ripple has been through was because of the superiority of XRP. XRP. No upgrades needed. Egg Rack Crypto, I'm not sure if the bears will get the red dot or not. What I am sure about and have a full conviction is that the XRP army will get the green dot and blast into the thermosphere. Where will you be when those glitches finally go live? Either a glitch or a real-time error, Exodus Wallet, MoonPay. When you know, XRP. Know what you hold. With that being said, Bagman and Bag Ladies, BPM Revelers want to say happy St. Patrick's Day 2023. And Big Brad Garland House says, know what you hold. Follow the rainbow to the pot of gold. All roads lead to the bridge. XRP. Where will you be when XRP finally takes flight? Or you have some bags packed, or will you just be a witness for the transformation of all value? Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing those likes for some more Moon O'Clock News. Hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish out there. Continue holding those good vibes. We'll catch you up here at the tippy top. Peace out, crypto ghosts.
And when we blow, ain't no told you so's. I'm a big ghost. I'm a big ghost. We hold the gold. I be super bullish like the bearable bull. My lifeboat full, ready for the big boom. Astronaut suit, headed for the moon. With my HODL gang crew, had the 2020 vision, yeah we all knew. Now we pulling up in something brand new. New house on the